This weather, again, little coast to coast, it has stopped this country.
This is the storm we've been talking about since the weekend, and then yesterday it delivered all this snow. Let me show you some pictures that we've been getting in. Facebook and Twitter, you've been sending pictures like this. This is in the middle of Indiana, and you can see all the trucks lined up on slippery roads. Even though the snow may have stopped in some locations in the middle of the country, we're still dealing with slippery roads and black ice. It's a real issue here, and it now moves into the Northeast. Here's some of the biggest snowfall totals we've been able to find so far. Central Illinois at more than 18 inches of snow. Indianapolis, by the way, that's 7.5 inches of snow. That is the biggest one-event snowfall they've had in about 4 years. The middle of the country trying to clean up those roads. And this morning, right there in Indianapolis, our Alex Perez is there. Good morning, Alex.
Well, good morning, Sam. Right now here in Indianapolis, it's the bitter cold and black ice that's a big concern. This massive storm is already causing problems at its next target, the Northeast. This morning, Indianapolis is trying to get back on its feet after it was walloped by the blizzard. This city brought to a virtual standstill. The storm dumping more than 7 inches of snow here. There we go. Residents struggled to dig out.
Look out the window, you couldn't hardly even see outside.
Those whiteout conditions seen across the lower Midwest states. In parts of southern Illinois, more than 1.5 feet of snow. In Cleveland, Ohio, freezing rain turned to snow, canceling about 80% of flights in and out of Cleveland. Across Arkansas, power lines snapped, leaving nearly 200,000 customers in the dark. And in the South, devastating tornadoes causing panic as they touch down. This surveillance video taken at a Walgreens in Mobile, Alabama, shows a tornado ripping through the parking lot. Inside, terrified customers scrambling for cover. From Texas to Alabama, at least 34 tornadoes rumbled across the area. This twister had winds of more than 110 miles per hour, flattening this church and anything unlucky enough to be in its path. Into this morning, the storm is bearing down and creating havoc in the Northeast. In New York City, wind gusts of nearly 50 miles per hour. Upstate in Buffalo, almost 1 foot of snow. So in the Northeast, I should say, they are already bracing and coping. Here in Indianapolis, they're hoping to get back to work and get as many things as possible back to normal. Sam?
And Alex, so much of the country affected by this storm system. Let me just show you this. As we started December, we only had 6% of the country that had snow. Now with the latest storm tracks, we have 61% of the country covered in some kind of snowfall. Look at this. It's unbelievable compared to where we were the first part of the month. Now this low, as Alex just said, moves into the Northeast, and with it, it has brought an icy layer as well as some rain along the coastline and big totals of snow inland areas. That low will continue to sit there in Maine for a little while longer. So here's the snowfall that continues to fall today. We're looking at more than 1 foot of snow in that northern Vermont, New Hampshire, on into northern Maine. That's good news for those folks, but we'll still continue to get a bit of snow, even 3 to 6 inches in those areas that are close to cities like Portland. Boston, you're out of the snowfall. So is New York City. That's good news. But what you're not out of is the wind. As this low continues to sit there, there will be 40, 50, in some cases 60-mile-per-hour winds in those red zones continuing all day long today on the backside of that area of low pressure. This will mean certainly some more travel problems in spots, not only with those slick road surfaces, but the gusty winds. And our John Schriffen is in Syracuse, one of the places that continues to get snow. Good morning, John.
Well, Sam, good morning. The snow here has not let up, and because it's coming down so fast, the plows are having a tough time trying to keep these roads clear. I'm going to give you an idea of just what it looks like. We've got about 2 inches of fluffy snow still coating these roads as we have drivers coming by us right now. And we've got about 1 foot of snow on the ground right now. And these snow drifts here, take a look. These things are deep. Now, it's not just travelers on the roads. It's also flights that are grounded nationwide. About 350 flights have been canceled already so far today. Over the past 48 hours, more than 2,500 flights. Sam, authorities say if you don't have to be out here, stay home and be safe.
Yeah, and it's not just that snow falling, but it is that unseen wind. Thank you, John. We've had 74-mile-per-hour wind gusts out of this storm right on the Jersey Shore, the places that didn't need it. We'll see these strong winds up to 70 miles per hour throughout the day.